da Alegria, where I live. Alleys around Patane, alleys in Macau, beautiful streets of Macau. Little alleys of Macau. In the previous village of Patane, slices of Macau. Beco Leite, Beco da Alegria, where I live. Alleys around Patane, alleys in Macau, beautiful streets of Macau. Little alleys of Macau. In the previous village of Patane, slices of Macau.
Alright, so we're gonna do this little Beco. It's called Beco da Leite. Let me give you some context. We're kind of up where there's these little temples right in here. And then we can also walk by these buildings right here. And they're also playing badminton, so that'll give you some context. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be working my way down the hill a little bit, but let's give you some context by starting here. So stay tuned. We put this up on the map so you know exactly where we are. Beco da Leite. Okay, we got another slice of Macau for you. Let's put this up on the map so you can see exactly where we are. Without further ado, let's just get right into it as if you're there yourself. Another slice of Macau. Okay, so this is this little Beco, this little courtyard. And we're just gonna try to capture. So you kind of have this little hillside up there with the temples as well. And I'm gonna walk towards those temples a little tiny bit. And so this little Beco da Leite is not too far from the base of Camosh Park, which is up that way. And I'm just going to give you some context of all the stuff around here, including these shrines and temples. And then down here we have some residential streets that are lined up right next to the temple. And the temple has some really beautiful detail. Let me just capture some of that detail because it's quite amazing. Oh, so that's beautiful lettering, but I'm kind of looking at these right up there. So that's some really amazing symbolism. There's even an elephant there, which kind of gives you some idea of a lot of the context, which I don't think I could explain it myself. Oh, is that the shape of a lotus leaf? Some beautiful detail in here too. Okay. Huh. It's interesting. There's some stuff with something's going on. Police, some kind of. This is really amazing right here too, because this one has I don't know the history of all these different ones, but like this one with the elephants, and there's a tiger up there as well, and then the four-headed one, it kind of has like a lot of these have some really interesting collections, combinations of different stuff. So I'm not gonna try to guess, but it feels like it has a closer to the origin of Buddhism, which is connected to India. Just because I see like the four-headed stuff, four-headed person looking in four different directions, the elephant, the tiger. They kind of have some like a feeling like that to me, but that's just a feeling. I'm not a scholar by any stretch. Okay, so we're gonna continue down our Late lane. Got our Beco da Leite. So I could go down these steps and go right into the community there, but I'm gonna follow it down. And what I want to do is go check this out. So you can also go up these little alleys and go up. And I might do that later. Okay, then we have a little bit of a kakatua. So this is actually a different street. And so actually he's painting in this building. I could go up this right here. So there's all these different ways to go up. I'm gonna just walk up a little bit just to give you some context of stuff. Yeah, so cool. So I think our Late is a tiny little Beco. And I have filmed this before, so I think what I'm gonna do inside that building. This rock was a little bit in this building right here, so that this was built with a rock inside of it as well. So they must have, maybe they built that and they put this little thing to seal it, maybe. Okay, so kakatua. Then we have lots of different names over here, including Papel. That one was Late. This one is Koyer. Koyer was like soup spoon. But we'll just label this one as Late, because I think we're going to be going down lots of different alleys. Sometimes I label it under the temple, but I don't know if it really helps people find stuff very easily. So we're gonna kind of walk. So that one, we could go all the way up to Kamoish Park, up at the top, and follow all of these stairs. But instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down into the community. So we're going to go down these steps. And this, so we're going to do Late, and I'm going to combine it with this particular street. And this street, I don't know the name yet, but I've walked down it before and I filmed it before. But basically these go down into this little Patane village. So we're going to be walking down in that way, down there. And Patane village used to be like a little, like a small little Chinese fishing village, which used to be on the outskirts of the Portuguese Macau settlement. So Portuguese settled kind of in upper ground a little bit, and then in this area called Patane village, historically, would have been like Chinese settlement. And so they would have built these up from the access to the river, like fishermen. So best be a little fishing village. And then these were built into the hills, all these little homes. And then the temple there is kind of a nice, that's for the community that lived here, right, historically. And then on the other side would have been more of the Portuguese settlement with Catholicism and stuff like that. So this little area does have a name, and it goes out to there. But I'm gonna go around and try to give you some context. The Move House. So this street does have a name. I'll come across it soon. Huh. Some steps that used to go there. And we're gonna follow this around. There's even a mirror right there. Another mirror. I guess the mirror kind of helps you see if anybody's around the corner, so you're not completely... Okay, so we'll kind of continue the camera. So we're just kind of looking at these mirrors, right? So there's one mirror right there. It's funny how the camera just kind of turned off. Yes, okay, so these mirrors do kind of give you an idea. You can see who might be coming through the mirrors. And then this one too, right? So if you get familiar with it, you can kind of see like, okay, you can see from a distance, including this spot. So you kind of see, okay, it's kind of interesting. And this is the Alegria Beco. So we're going to combine the Leite is milk, I think. So the Leite and the Alegria. So I'll combine it when I label it accordingly. So yeah, this Alegria is really interesting one because it does go all the way up to Camões, to the beautiful temple up at the base, and the base of Camões Park, which is the hillside. The top of the hills up there is Camões Park. And this Alegria, it's like these little alleys that lead up. Some nice artwork. So so we were basically came down out of there. So we were up in that area. You can see the man that's at the top up there. I don't know if you can see him, but I can. And we kind of went through these little homes right here. These homes could have been here for a long time. So, and that's all part of Beco da Alegria. So we have the Beco da Alegria there. Beco da Alegria there. Hello. I don't know, but he said exactly what he has, a big smile, so I was definitely take that as a very positive thing. So okay, so now we're at Palmeira. So Palmeira is where the this is where historically the waterfront used to be. So all of this whole street right here, it follows what used to be the historical waterfront, and then these ones go up towards the into that area. Let me just capture this real quick. It's really beautiful. Is that Lalibula? Okay, so this Alegria is a little beco going up, and that would have been like part of this Patane village area. And then this other area, Palmeira, you just kind of walk down a little bit. So Palmeira used to be the waterfront. So let me kind of give you some context to what that all means. So this one is Corral. So Corral also would have went up into the hillside. You can see these are like more different style. And then this whole area, Plumas, is like a reference more to the Portuguese later. And they would have reclaimed this land and then spread out the coastline down that direction a ways. And then they would have, like Plumas, I think has some reference to some kind of scholar thing, I think. Like a certain kinds of pens, I think. And here's another Chinese reference, the dragon reference. So again, this one goes up into the hills a little bit. And then these ones would ultimately go to the waterfront. So this Palmeira that we're on right now is where the waterfront used to be, but now it's up there. So they reclaimed that, and then they kept stretching it out because they wanted to solidify it. So way down at the end of this one, you can see, you'll be able to see some ships if we walk all the way down. But that's going to be beyond this scope. So our scope, our plan is just basically that Leite up the top, and then also the our little side street, and then also just kind of this Palmeira. So that's kind of like the historical village of Patane. And on that note, we're going to end the video. So hopefully you liked another little slice of Macau there.